This show is in dedication to Dakota Whitlatch, who, after the show last week, fought the good fight till the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, once the visor adjusts the 5-point harness, Grandpa, get your ID! Shortly, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime!
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Dirt Racing Podcast. As some racetracks got in last week and early this week, but some didn't on Saturday. Results from the CJ Speedway, starting with the Modifieds. Picking up the win was Jared Brown in 88. Second was Kurt Kyle in 77. Third was Ethan Barksema in the 111. Fourth was the 40 of Dakota Simmons. Fifth, Gat Latrim in the 5G. Sixth was the 22 Brandon Banks. Colton Osborne in 72 was seventh. Eighth was Brian Bushlong in 85. Danny Brow was ninth in car 20. Troy Philpott in 11B was 10th. 11th was the IB25 of Shane Richardson. Jonathan Houston, when the 42 was 12th. It did not start in credit with 13th was the 21B of Barry Dugan. In the stock cars, Nathan Ballard in car 29 your winner. Kurt Kensley in 21M was second. Third, Matt Pickney in the 27. Fourth, Kenny O'Donnell in 56. Fifth, the 10G of Justin Griffith. Sixth, 23S of Seth Dickey. Seventh was Austin Kemper in 75 ounce. Norman Bean in 62 was in 8th. 9th, the 79S of Jason C. Dan Brockert in car 30 was 10th. 11th was Michael Jeanette in 93. And 12th was Austin O'Donnell in 56A. In the sport mod, your winner was the 117 of Dylan Van Wyck. Second was the 13th C of Shane Paris. Third was Colton Lizzie in the 29. Fourth was Tyler Hecker in 42. Fifth was Levi Lehman in the 10L. Sixth was the 7V of Carter Vandenberg. Seventh was Todd Hanson in 21. Levi Gaunt in the 44G was 8th. 9th was Travis Tidrow in the 13. Nick Uppel was 10th in the 5A. 11th was Jared Miller in the 17M. Brandon Schulteis was 12th, 29B. 13th was Mike Clausen in 51. 14th was the 16 of Joel Payne. 15th was Michael Bear in the 15 question mark. 16th was Matthew Lundry in 96. 17th was Shane Wright in the 9. And Brandon Thorpe in the B21 did not start credited with 18th. In the hobby stocks, Calvin Don't was the winner in 69. Second was Luke Phillips in the 33. The 28 of Shane Richardson was third. Fourth, the 4 of Randy Lamar. Fifth, the 91 of Jeremy Dooling. Sixth, Billy Stanford in 52. Kel Helmsley in 88H was seventh. Eighth was Jason Shutterly in 88. James Picklington was ninth in 22. 10th was Jesse Wenzel in the 31W. And 11th was the 6PX of Preston McDonald. In the Sport Compacts, your winner was Garrett Porter in the 746. Second, the 00 Seth Minders. Third was William Michael in the 69JX. Fourth, the 2M of Matt Moore. Fifth was the 9 of Kobe Sabin. Darren Smith in 17 was sixth. Seventh was Alex Hayes in the 23H. Trent Fowler in the 12T was 8th. Bradenton Tharp was 9th in the 20T. Kyle Resdom was 10th in the 18A. Caleb Giese in the 20C was 11th. Mike Foloki in the 42M was in 12th. 13th, Sean Kraft in the 04. 14th was the 89 Christian Grady. 15th was the 65 of Alex Pace. Credited with 16th, as it did not start, was Trey Rock in the 87T, and Shane Barnes was credited with 17th and did not start in the 26X. Tuesday night at the Marshalltown Speedway, the Flow Night in America late models were in action. We'll start with them first. In qualifying Group A, it was quick time was Dennis Erb at a 13.937. Second was the 23 Daniel Hasselbeck in the at a 14.117. Third was K Diller 97 at a 14.189. Fourth was 111 of Max Blair at a 14.207. Fifth quick was the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton at a 14.259. Sixth was the 76 of Brandon Overton at a 14.266. Seventh was the 11H of Spencer Hughes at a 14.270. Eighth was the 174 of Ethan Dawson at a 14.294. Ninth was the 46 of Earl Pearson at a 14.301. The 32 of Chris Simpson was 10th at a 14.4448. 11th was the 99 of Devin Moran at a 14.456. 12th was the 22B of Gary Brown at a 14.468. 13th was Rick Boom Briggs in 99 at a 14.596. 14th was the 30 of Todd Cooney at a 14.612. 15th was Luke Pesca in the 99 at a 14.786. 16th was the 15K Justin Kai at a 14.796. And 17th in Group A was Kevin Kirkpatrick, 33 at a 15.268. Group B qualifying, your quick qualifier was the 32 of Bobby Pierce at a 14.070. Second was the B5 of Brandon Shepard at a 14.199. Third, the one of Hudson O'Neill at a 14.280. Fourth was the 157 of Mike Marlar at a 14.290. Fifth was the 16 of Tyler Bruning at a 14.317. Sixth was the R19R of Ryan Gustin at a 14.392. Seventh was the 49 of Jonathan Davenport at a 14.415. Eighth was the 39 of T-Mac Tim McCready at a 14.431. Ninth was the 18D of Dalton Wilson at a 14.517. 10th was the 58 of Garrett Albertson at a 14.546. 11th, the one of Tyler Erb at a 14.554. 12th went to the 96 of Tanner English at a 14.567. 13th was the 25 of Chad Simpson at a 14.592. Was 13th. 14th, the 20, the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens at a 14.689. 15th was Jake Tim in the 49 at a 14.769. And the final car in Group B was the 16th, the 29 of Spencer Dirks at a 14.834. Heat race 1 went to the Dennis Erb, second Cade Dillard, third Ricky Thornton, fourth and final transfer Spencer Hughes. They were followed by fifth Devin Moran, sixth Cyril Pearson, seventh Broombergs, eighth Luke Pesca, and ninth Kevin Kirkpatrick. Heat race 2, your winner was Max Blair, second was Brandon Overton, third was Chris Simpson, fourth and final transfer was Daniel Hasselbeck. They were followed by fifth to Todd Cooney, sixth Ethan Dawson, seventh Justin Kay, eighth Gary Brown. Heat race 3 went to Hudson O'Neill, second Bobby Pierce, third Jonathan Davenport, fourth and final transfer Tyler Bruning. Fifth was Chad Simpson, sixth was Dalton Wilson, seventh Tyler, and eighth to Jake Tim. In heat race number 4, your winner was Mike Marlar, second Tim McCready, third Jimmy Owens, fourth and final transfer was Tanner English. Fifth was Brandon Shepard, sixth Ryan Gustin, seventh Garrett Albertson, and eighth was Spencer Dirks. In B main number 1, we took the top 2. Your winner was Devin Moran, and second final transfer was Earl Pearson. They were followed by third Justin Kai, fourth Ethan Dawson, fifth Boomberg, sixth Gary Brown, seventh Kevin Kirkpatrick, eighth Todd Cooney, and ninth Luke Pesca. In B main number 2, same drill. Of the top 2, Brandon Shepard was your winner. Chad Simpson was the second final transfer. They were followed by third Garrett Albertson, fourth Tyler Erb, fifth Ryan Gustin, sixth Dalton Wilson, seventh Jake Tim, and did not start in eighth was Spencer Dirks. In the A main, your winner was Hudson O'Neill, second Bobby Pierce, third Brandon Overton, fourth Ricky Thornton, fifth Tim McCready, sixth Dennis Erb, seventh Cade Dillard, eighth Max Blair, ninth Chris Simpson, 10th Spencer Hughes, 11th Brandon Shepard, 12th Devin Moran, 13th Earl Pearson, 14th Tanner English, 15th Dalton Wilson, 16th to Chad Simpson, 17th to Jonathan Davenport, 18th Tyler Bruning, 19th Daniel Hasselbeck, 20th was the Tyler Erb, 21st and did not finish was Jimmy Owens, and 22nd and did not finish was Mike Marlar. Also on the card were the stock cars, and your winner was the 01 of Troy Jarovich. Second was the 11X of Tom Berry. Third was Dalton Murray in 99X. Jake Chirac in 14 was fourth. Fifth was the 22R Ty Reisler. Sixth, the 72H of Micaiah Heidelbaugh. Leader Roden in 14C was seventh. Eighth was the 99D of Damon Murdy. Austin Minders in the 8M was ninth. 10th was Dave Archer in the 2. The 11th was the 23 HR of Rob Richards. 12th was the 37 of Kylie Rollins. 13th, the wrestler did not start or did not finish or disqualified. 13th did not finish the 1A of Austin Kaplan. 14th did not finish was Steve Meyer 94. Taylor Cool blew a motor in the 89K was 15th and did not start. Credit was 16th. The 357 of Brett Vanis and disqualification at 16th was the 19J of Jay Smith. Also on the card were the modifieds. Let's first go through. We'll give you the A-Main and then give you who was also there. Picking up the win was 11X of Tom Berry. Second, the 5 of Todd Shute. Third was the 4TW Tim Ward. Fourth was the 5L of Cody Laney. Sixth, the 969 Junior of Jonathan Logue. Sixth, the 111 Ethan Barksma. Seventh, the 82 of Jake McBurney. Eighth, the 3 of Kelly Shyrock. Ninth was the 77T of Trip Gaylord. 10th, the 127 of Drew Jensen. 11th, the 30M of Caden Carter. Paul Nago in the 05 was 12th. 13th was Zach Rollins. 14th was Damon Murdy. 15th was the 26J of Joel Russ. Dustin Canoing was 16th and 56. Jerry Flippo in the 13 was 17th. 18th was the 2 of Nick Meyer. 19th, John Webb. In the 87, the rest were did not starts or did not finishes or did not start. In 20th was the 4 of Ryan Mitland. Jeff Ike was 21st in 77. Dylan Thornton was 22nd in the 38T. Isaac Malakote in 11 was 23rd. Those were the did not finishes. It did not start credited with 24th, the 19G of Richie Gustin. Also there, the 7S of Todd Steinhardt. The 49K of Cody Kanak. Eric Barnes in the 1. The 7R Ethan Roby. The 09 of Michael Lurch. Gat Latrim in the 5G. The 19S of Chase Weimer. Clay Money in the 7 was there. Also, the 88 of Luke Bird. The 43 of Creston Williams. The 2B of Robert Moore. The 48J of Jacob Murray. The 31 Corey Drips. The 19 of Jimmy Gustin. And the 40 RC of Rod Clement. So total modifieds had 39 cars for $1,000. Those are the results from Marshalltown on Tuesday night. Also on Tuesday was the third round for the High Limits Sprint Car Series at Wayne County in Ohio. We'll start with the time trials and give you with Group A. Quick time in Group A was the 57 of Kyle Larson at 14:059. Second quick was the 83 of James McFadden at a 14:160. Third, the 9 of Chase Randall at a 14:312. Fourth was the 24 Rico Abreu at a 14:413. Fifth was the 21H of Brady Bacon at a 14:415. Sixth was the 11 of Corey Eliason at a 14:459. Seventh was the 19 of Brett Marks at a 14:468. Eighth was the 5T of Ryan Timms at a 14:469. Ninth was the 4 of Chris Wyndham at a 14:486. Tyler Gunn in the 91 was 10th at a 14:556. 11th was the 21 of Brian Brown at a 14:664. 12th, the 70M of Harry Malquet at a 14:696. Cole Macedo was 13th in the 29C at a 14:756. 14th to 26th of Parker Price Miller out of 14,784. 15th was the 49X of Cale Thomas at a 14,817. 16th was the 81 of Lee Jacobs at a 14,846. 17th was the 17S of Ricky Stenhouse at a 14,868. 18th was the 99 of Skylar G at a 14,895. 19th was the 3J of Dusty Zomer at a 14,963. 20th to 29 of Cy Lynch at a 14,982. 21st was the 38 of Linton Wagner at a 15,071. 22nd quick was the 38K of Chris Myers at a 15,094. 23rd was the 101 of Craig Kinzer at a 15,325. 24th quick was the 2MD of Connor Morrell at 15,404. Cody Boba in the 20B was 25th quick at a 15,445. 26 was the 15H of Sam Haferteeth at a 15,500. The 27th and final car in Group A was the 187 of Tyler Wilds at a 16,646. Group B, your quick timer was the 39 Justin Sanders at a 14,396. Second was the 52 of Blake Hahn at a 14,471. Third was the 8 of Aaron Reitzel at a 14,497. Fourth quick was the 7 BC of Tyler Courtney at a 14,584. Fifth was the 17 of Sheldon Hotshell at a 14,618. Sixth was the 70 of Scotty Thiel at a 14,643. Seventh was the 55 of Hunter Schoenberg at a 14,677. Eighth was the 13 of Justin Peck at a 14,680. Ninth was the 45 of Tim Schaefer at a 14,708. 10th was the 71 of Michael Buddy Kilfoy at a 14,740. 11th was the 39M of Anthony McElroy at a 14,802. 12th was the 48 of Danny Dietrich at a 14,804. 13th was the 4-star of Tyler Street at a 14,826. 14th quick was the 19P of Sean Rahal at a 14,832. 15th quick was the 55B of Jake Swanson at a 14,832. 16th quick was the 22S of Brandon Spithaler at a 14,901. 17th was the 33W of Cap Henry at a 14,902. 18th was Riley Goodnow in 22 at a 15,026. 19th, the 97 of JJ Hinkle at a 15,072. 20th, Danny Uma in the 16 at a 15,111. 21st was the 10 of Paulie Colagiovanni at a 15,121. Ricky Pearson was 22nd in the 2 at a 15,145. 23rd fastest was the 25R Jordan Ryan at a 15,169. 24th was the one at Justin Henderson at a 15,391. 25th, the 20 of Daniel Burkhart at a 16, 236. 26, it was Frank Rogers in the 6th at a 16, 317. And no time in 27th was the 3TJ of Trey Jacobs. So he raced 1. Went to Kyle Larson. 2nd, Chase Randall. 3rd, Brady Bacon. 4th, Chris Windham. 5th and final transfer, Cole Macedo. They're followed by 6th to Brett Marks. 7th, Leighton Wagner. Brian Brown was 8th. 9th, Ricky Stenhouse. 10th, Craig Kinzer. 11th, Dusty Zomer. 12th, Cale Thomas. 13th, Tyler Wilds. And Cody Bobo was 14th. He raced number 2, went to James McFadden. 2nd, Ryan Timms. 3rd, Rico Abreu. 4th, Corey Eliason. And 5th to Parker Price Miller. They all transferred. They were followed by Tyler Gunn, Silent in 6th, Silent 7th, Lee Jacobs 8th, 9th, Skylar G 10th, Chris Myers, 11th, Harry Malquet. Then it was 12th, Sam Haferty, 13th, Connor Moreau. In Heat Race 3, your winner was Justin Sanders, 2nd, Aaron Reitzel, 3rd, Sheldon Honcho, 4th, Hunter Schoenberg, and 5th and final transfer, Anthony Macri. They were followed by 6th, Tyler Street, 7th, Cap Henry, 8th, Tim Schaefer, 9th, Jordan Ryan, 10th, Jake Swanson, 11th, Paulie Giovanni, 12th, JJ Henkel, 13th, Daniel Burkhart, and 14th, and did not start, was Trey Jacobs. The 4th and final heat race went to Tyler Courtney, 2nd to Blake Hahn, 3rd, Justin Peck, 4th, Michael Buddy Kilfoy, and 5th and final transfer was Danny Dietrich. They were followed by 6th, Brandon Spihaler, 7th, Danny Yuma, 8th, Justin Henderson, 9th, Sean Rahal, 10th, Ricky Pearson, 11th, Scotty Thiel, 12th, Frank Rogers, 13th, Riley Goodnow. In the dash, your winner was Chase Randall, 2nd, Justin Sanders, 3rd, Kyle Larson, 4th, James McFadden, 5th, Tyler Courtney, 6th, Aaron Reitzel, 7th, Blake Hahn, and 8th, Ryan Timms. In the C main, your winner was Ricky Pearson, 2nd, Harry Malaquet, 3rd, Jake Swanson, 4th and final transfer, JJ Henkel. They were followed by 5th, Paulie Giovanni, 6th, Riley Goodnow, 7th, Dusty Zomer, 8th, Sam Haferteeth, 9th, Connor Morrell, 10th, Tyler Wilds, 11th, Craig Kinzer, 12th, Frank Rogers. The rest did not start. Credited with 13th was Chris Myers, 14th, Cale Thomas, 15th, Daniel Burkhart, 16th, Cody Boba, and 17th, Trey Jacobs. In the B main, your winner was Scotty Thiel, 2nd, Tyler Gunn, 3rd, Cy Lynch, 4th and final transfers, Brandon Spihaler. They were followed by 5th, Brett Marks, 6th, Brian Brown, 7th, Tyler Street, 8th, Danny Uma, 9th, Tim Schaefer, 10th, Ricky Stenhouse, 11th, Cap Henry, Leighton Wagner was 12th, Harry Malaquet was 13th, 14th, Jordan Ryan, 15th, Ricky Pearson, 16th, Skylar D, 17th was Jake Swanson, 18th, Justin Henderson, 19th, Sean Rahal, 20th, Lee Jacobs, and credited with 21st was JJ Henkel. In the big game main, your winner was Kyle Larson, 2nd, Justin Sanders, 3rd, Justin Peck, 4th from 25th using a provisional was Brian Brown. 5th was Rico Abreu. 6th was Chris Windham. 7th, Aaron Reitzel. 8th, Brett Marks from starting 26th. 9th, Sheldon Honschild. 10th, James McFadden. 11th was Danny Dietrich. 12th was Brandon Spihaler. 13th, Brady Bacon. 14th, Cole Macedo. 15th, Anthony Macri. 16th, Michael Buddy Kilfoy. 17th, Parker Price Miller. 18th, Cy Lynch. 19th, Ryan Timms. 20th, Chase Randall. 21st, Tyler Gunn. 22nd, Tyler Courtney. 23rd, Corey Eliason. 24th, Hunter Sternberg. 25th, Scotty Field. And 26th, Blake Hahn. And, of course, the hard charger was Brian Brown. The next race will be on the 31st at Tri-City Speedway. Last night's results from the Southern Iowa Speedway, starting with the Sport Mods. Your winner was the 30M McGuire DeYoung. Second, the 7V of Carter Vanderberg. Third, the 15K of Kyle Harwood. Fourth was the 29 of Cole Lizzie. Fifth was the 55R Stephen Barry. Sixth, the 163 of David Snyder. Jason Van Zomeron in the 3Z was seventh. In the non-wing sprint cars, Ben Woods was your winner. Second went to Doug Sylvester in 12th. Third, the T4 Tyler Graves. Fourth, the 7J of Nathan James. Fifth was Tim Folkerts in the 3T. And sixth, Terry Dowd in the 2. In the stock cars, your winner was Nathan Wood in 52. Second, 22R Todd Reisler. Third, 10G Dustin Griffiths. Fourth, 85 Jason McDaniel. Fifth, the 3 of Travis Bunnell. Sixth was Steve Byers in the B17. Seventh, the 14R Jim Redmond. Jeff Byers in the 16 was 8th. And then 9th, the B12 of Curtis Barnes. And Klingoff in the 96 was 10th. In the hobby stocks, Dustin Griffiths, your winner. Second was 73 Aaron Martin. Third, the 7B of Eric Stanton. Fourth was the 14 of Christian Hussman. Fifth, the 7 of Keaton Gordon. Sixth was Cody Clayhorn in 77. Austin Barnes in 01 was 7th. 8th, the 1R Rick Van Dusseldorf. 9th, the 42T of Tyler Overton. 10th was the 33T of Trevor Tanner. 11th was 54 Jesse Williams. James Pokington was 12th in 22. 13th, the 14K of Jeremy Kent. And 14th was the 72H of Jimmy Kiesling. In the Sport Compacts, your winner was the 2H of James Herring. Second, Bob Hayes in the 0. Third was Garrett Porter in the 746. Fourth was Brandon Pickney in 7th. Fifth was Caleb Hildebrand in 11th. Sixth, Quentin Kelsey in the 12K. 7th, Kyle Rasdom in the 18A. And 8th, the 2M of Matt Moore. Those were the Oski results. Upcoming action for this week, starting tomorrow, over at the CJ Speedway, will be their normal 5 classes of hobby stock, stock car, sport compacts, sport mods, and modifieds. Saturday night over at the 34 Raceway, Lucas Oil Dirt Late Model Series is in town, and it will be sport mods and the sport compacts. Over at the Knoxville Raceway on Saturday will be Pro Sprints, 360, and 410 sprint cars. Wednesday at the Southern Iowa Speedway, it will be the normal classes of non-wing sprint cars, sport compacts, stock car, hobby stock, and sport mods. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.